Hello, my name is Joey Parisi, and this is going to be my final project. I'm going to be doing a podcast on the pillars of psychology. The pillars are biological pillar, social and personality pillar, and the cognitive pillar. So I'm going to start off with the biological pillar, and the question I'm going to be answering today is how can we as humans communicate more effectively? Effective human communication consists of effortful attention and careful decision making. This decision can be huge, life, life decisions, or some minuscule situations. And the way we communicate with each other using effortful attention, we can we can comprehend each other easily. For example, considering which class we would be preferable and attainable for you, or complete a complex math problem, something you have to really work on. Um, Under the biological pillar, some applications that can communicate more effectively could be to levels of consciousness, like self awareness, which is bodily indicate senseless or a barrier to awareness, which means experiencing a person's personality or individuality and how you preserve it. This consists of self bodily sensations, thoughts, and the kind of environment that you are in. We as humans are aware of our surroundings that help us communicate with each other more effectively throughout time. Now I will be moving on to the social and personality pillar. So, um, again, the question I'm answering is how can we as humans communicate more effectively? The social and personality pillar consists of the scientific study of how people's thoughts, feelings, and behaviors are influenced by the imagined or implied presence of others. As we meet different people of different cultures and backgrounds, we pick up on different actions that they produce, like, for example, mannerisms. Um, and if we are influenced by them, then we apply them to our own communication, our own life. I found that actually very interesting. The social influence that we produce has a has a big impact on the relationship that we build and how we communicate. Our emotions are also a good indicator on how to communicate more effectively. Emotions are motivators for the future and influence our thoughts. The type of emotions that us as humans strive for are satisfaction, joy, and pride, and triumph. Um, I personally actually experienced these. I've my whole life I've trying to get to that point, and also those words are very positive. Um, these emotions all come with how we communicate. If we can hone in on these emotions and use it towards our advantage, we could communicate a lot more effectively. An interesting study that I found actually that would fit this category is on language. And the study consists of a picture of two elephants in front of a setting sun. The word elephant is in big letters, in big bold letters. Um, then they state that figure one as in a person, a human, illustrates that some will actually see the word in text form, and while B, as in others, like another human, um, see the word in visual form with context, color, and even a narrative attached to it. Um, I thought that was very interesting how we as humans can perceive things completely different, even though they're on the same scale. Um, and my last pillar will be the cognitive pillar. And again, under the big question, how can we as humans communicate more effectively? Um, the cognitive pillar consists of memory, thinking, and intelligence, which also comes with cognitive thinking, which is the mental process that comprehends information and turns it into knowledge, like learning how to read or write, and contribute to basic functions throughout your experiences, which discovers the concept of the cognitive thinker. Memory is a very important part of the cognitive pillar memory and is essentially a single term that reflects a number of different abilities, like holding information briefly while working with it, called working memory. Um, it's very interesting how the brain can work like that. Um, Remembering episodes of one's life is called episodic memory. Um, and they are general facts we know about the world and are all aspects of the cognitive pillar. Um, by using good communication skills and also using good attention skills, we can also um, interact more effectively by using that type of communication, which I think is the basics of communication without it, because without it, you can't process any type of situation in a confident manner, which leads to a lot of misunderstandings, which is perfectly fine. There's misunderstandings all the time, but we can also get better at it by um, honing in on that. Um, responding inappropriately to what is being said, which is very important in today's generation because there's a lot of different things that people can get mad at, and a lot of different people have their own opinion nowadays. Um, a lot of aspects of life getting more competitive. You have to be at your best with receiving information, processing information, and responding to it. Um, some concepts that I could use under the explanation that I provided would be memory. Memory is the core of daily life. Sometimes we don't even realize, but we experience memory recognition throughout our life. If we could pick up different recognition cues, then we would be able to fluently understand people and remember different situations. And that is my final project. Thank you very much. I will have all the links and all the information that I talked about on one piece of paper, and I will send that in. Thank you.